going on? What is going on? I'm your boy, Warren G. We are back and we are black. I'm laughing because it's late to the motherfucker. I didn't realize the goddamn time. Like niggas ain't gotta go to work tomorrow. Man, this is the No I Don't Know podcast, TV, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it. Clown ass fourth of lies. Not 4th of July weekend. And some bullshit. So shout out to everybody that was out there lighting clown ass fireworks and shit. If you live in Las Vegas, Nevada, you know exactly how hot it is and how dry the weather is. So all you clown motherfuckers that don't know what it is to have shit burned down to the ground, you just keep living and lighting them clown ass fireworks, motherfucker. You'll see. Shout out to all you dumb motherfuckers that's out there lighting fireworks like it doesn't affect anybody else's crib or where they live. Hey. Shout out to all you motherfuckers that know exactly what it is and know where it's going. As far as the 4th of no lies, the 4th of you lie, and I guess the 4th of July. Hey, what's going on, Josh? I see you. It's late in the motherfucker. You know, shout out to all you dumb motherfuckers too that be walking around acting like you don't know what you're doing when you lighting these goddamn bottle rockets and shit. Like the shit ain't gonna fall on somebody else's roof. Shout out to all you dumb motherfuckers that's out there that don't plan on helping fix nobody else's property. So if you live in Las Vegas, Nevada, you watch the news, you see how many houses caught on fire, palm trees, because of dumbass motherfuckers selling fireworks. But people are so dumb, they don't even understand past their own reasoning. So we're supposed to be dealing with COVID-19, but I didn't see no motherfuckers out there with no mask. I seen plenty of motherfuckers lighting fireworks with no mask on. And then when these numbers climb, these dumb motherfuckers be the main ones on the news talking about, oh, my mom and my dad, my aunt, they're all sick from COVID. We don't know what we're gonna do. Stop it. Stop. Oh, someone set your neighbor's SUV on fire with fireworks? Yep. For all you that's out there that have access to water hoses and stuff, every year you better spray your shit down. Use that water for what it's needed for. That's what I do. Spray your shit down. Because these dumb motherfuckers don't give a fuck. So shout out to these nothing ass motherfuckers that's out here lighting it as if they're not affecting nobody around them. So shout out to them dumb motherfuckers. I can't stand them motherfuckers, man. You look up, they lighting one after another, after another, after another. I'm like, I know they didn't buy this from this clown ass workstation. But the thing that I look at about Las Vegas, Nevada, is that if they wanted to stop it, they can stop it. But they need to make money. So go ahead and buy them clown ass fireworks, and that'll justify the means of us saving your clown asses and putting the fires out. That'll justify the fire department and everything around it. It's all one big ecosystem. So if you were smart enough to understand where you fit in that ecosystem, then you would know, damn, maybe I shouldn't be doing this shit, because maybe this ain't conducive to what the fuck I need to be doing. Hey. So shout out to everybody that is mindful of other people's shit. Because in Las Vegas, Nevada, these niggas are not mindful of nobody's bullshit. Straight up. And shout out to all the finessing motherfuckers out that ain't intending on trying to go get no job, that will just live off unemployment, but crying every month talking about, man, this is broke up, I can't get back to work, but it was out there buying fireworks. For this economy to be shaky and fucked up, I sure saw a lot of motherfuckers out there lighting them motherfuckers and buying them. So we gon' prevail and let the better minds prevail and understand. Because in all I get it, you got to get an understanding and know what is dumb and what is not. And shout out to all you dumb black motherfuckers out there lighting fireworks. This nigga out there lighting fireworks with these white people. I'm looking at him like, you dumb motherfucker. You definitely ain't got no knowledge yourself. You're not free, jackass. And these white people sitting up there lighting fireworks with you, they don't give a fuck. And I'll tell you this. These motherfuckers will not only light fireworks with you, eat hot links with you, barbecue with you, because they know they're free and you're not. That's why I didn't see one motherfucker out there with one of these on, though. I didn't see one person. I should do the podcast like this. I didn't see one person with a motherfucking mask on. But those would be the very motherfuckers talking about, oh man, COVID. That bullshit. Shout out to all you motherfuckers working the system at the corporate plantation. You know, playing this whole tongue-in-cheek thing like COVID has really got you fucked up, but y'all ass just don't want to be at the goddamn corporate plantation. So shout out to you dumb motherfuckers too. Hey. Man, there's so much to discuss, so much going on, but you know what? I just want to get right to it. I don't understand motherfuckers out here celebrating this corrupt ass so-called holiday where niggas is not free. Juneteenth, you're not free. Stop it with all this Juneteenth, you free. First of all, Abraham Lincoln did not free the slaves. He wanted to save the Union. He didn't give a fuck about no slaves. He didn't care about no niggas. This motherfucker been trying to argue me down. This white supremacist on Twitter been trying to argue me down. And every time I say, well, give me the books of where you got all this information from. Never mention no books. Motherfucker want to send me a YouTube link. No, nigga, mention the books. I mentioned The New Jim Crow. I mentioned Black Labor, White Wealth, Powernomics, The ISIS Papers by Dr. Frances Welsing. I mentioned Black History Reader by Dr. Claude Anderson. I mentioned so many books. I mentioned The Matrix of Power by Jordan Maxwell. Because look, what most white supremacists like to do, they like to take our history, remix it, and then give you what they want, what they feel that you should know. I don't have my phone because it's on the charger, but all the shit that he was saying, it would blow y'all mind. Oh, well, slavery didn't help this economy. I said, then what helped it then? I was tweeting back, well, tell me what helped this economy then? What built this economy? I said, so who was picking the cotton? Cotton didn't make the economy what it is, didn't make the wealth. I said, so black folks were just out there picking cotton for the fuck of it, right? Then why did they need to enslave us if that didn't build this wealth? Black labor equals white wealth. You need to go get that book and read it. So I said, well, give me some books that I can read to see what you're talking about. But of course, these anti-black racist motherfuckers, they never have any books to give you. They just go off of emotion and they go off what they watch on TV. But they ever have any facts or concrete evidence, science of what they're talking about. Like I tweeted, I told them, I said, well, sir, slavery, we are victims, we are prisoners of war. We are victims of racism, white supremacy, and anti-black racism. Oh, you guys are not victims. I said, yeah, we are. Oh, well, you're just being racist. I said black folks cannot be racist, because to be racist, you would have to dominate the 9 areas of activity. And since the dominant society dominates the 9 areas of activity, we can't be racist. And those areas are labor, law, education, economics, war, sex, politics, entertainment, and religion. Damn, I finally got all 9. That's all 9. I hit him with that real quick. And I said, since white folks, which AKA the dominant society, dominate 9 areas of those activities, how can we ever be racist? We don't own any planes, ships, boats, cakes, pies, none of that. So you gotta start educating people. And then what they do is they want to start name calling because they can't give you nothing else. What he thought he was gonna do was wear me down on Twitter so I could just stop responding, and I just kept responding, sir. Racism, white supremacy is real. You're a white supremacist. You probably practice anti-black racism every day. And you are part of the problem because you assume that history is what white folks has told. But if you do the history and go look at the history, go research. I said, sir, if you go research the history, we are the victims and prisoners of war. Oh, well, what does racism, white supremacy look like? And what are the victims? I said, what do you mean? Well, black people kill black people. I said, there we go with the deflection. See, this is why we shouldn't be celebrating the 4th of goddamn July. Because white people will light fireworks with you, march with you, but deep down inside, they feel like that's good enough, nigga. You shouldn't get reparations and you're not no victim and stop playing like you are. That's what they want. That's what they think. A lot of these anti-black racists and white supremacists that are on these social media platforms, that's how they think. They just ain't bold enough to say it in your face because most of them don't have the knowledge. They don't have the information. No, they go and they look up YouTube and they go on TV and CNN, so they think that's where it's supposed to come from, but they don't understand grasping the concept of what it is about. And the thing that I was laughing the most was he just kept coming with the same stuff. Well, only 5% of white people own slaves. I said, stop with the numbers. You need to go read Before the Mayflower. Go read that book. So as I'm naming the books, I kept saying, but I've mentioned all these books and you've yet to mention any. Where are the books at? You're talking and you're bumping the gums and you're yiggity-yakking and lollygagging, but where are the books? I need to know where the books are so I can go get them and read them. And then research it, then we can have a better conversation. No books. All these tweets, but no books. And that's what happens. Then at the end, I couldn't respond because I was getting ready to do the podcast. Then it's all, you're dumb and all this. I love it. Once they start name calling, that's like monkeys slinging shit. They're nothing small. That's all they are. Sorry. And they quick to call us the monkeys. No, sir. I would like to call you the domesticated primate because you won't even read a book. And if we start to read and understand what history is, and if we understand and study people like Dr. Claude Anderson and people like Dr. Francis Cress Welsing and Neely Fuller Jr. and Michelle Alexander, if we just study those 4 or 5 people, we'll know that Juneteenth is not no free shit. 4th of July is not our celebration. Just like they want to sing a black national anthem in the NFL, that should tell you how they feel about y'all. Anything to throw you symbolism. So they give you this day off, so they feel like, well, it's like the Wizard of Oz. If you watch the end of the Wizard of Oz, when they find out that it's all a bunch of bullshit, and they like, hey, where's our courage? Then that motherfucker was like, he took a sticker and put it on the line, and that's your courage, and all this other stuff. And I'll tell you right now, these are the things that we got to be worried about. When a motherfucker be like, man, what you doing for the 4th? Be like, bro, man, I don't celebrate that type of shit. Man, why you don't celebrate that type of shit? Because, man, I'm good. I don't need to celebrate that. I'll celebrate it when my people are free. And I'm just telling you these conversations because what will happen is, first it was the Jewish community, the dominant society, another faction of the dominant society, or fraction of it. And then you got these other white supremacists who hide under the guise of politics and, that's why black. I said, see, this is where you're wrong. You don't have the data that shows what black people vote for. Black people are not out voting for the most part. Those are the deaf, dumb, and blind black folk for the most part. FBA, Native Blacks, Foundational Black Americans, and Native Black, we know we ain't supposed to be voting until we get a black agenda. And that's exactly why Joe 94 crime bill Biden and all the rest of his crooked friends and relatives, they know, well, we got to cater to them somehow. Well, let's do something with the NFL. What are we going to do? Because the election is right around the corner. Don't be surprised if Joe Biden paint himself, dress up in blackface and cut a jig just to get somebody to vote, just to get some attention. That's why you look at things. Look at Kanye West. Look at Kanye West. Anything to get attention. Now, if that ain't a Sambo, then what is? Just like a motherfucker was on Twitter trying to tell me, you shouldn't use the term Sambo because that means mulatto. I said, man, I know. Google is very prevalent, and the books I've read is very prevalent. I know what mulatto means. I know what Sambo means, but if you read Uncle Tom's Cabin and not even read it, it's all kinds of books that references Uncle Tom's Cabin and Uncle Tom that black people call other black people when they're cooning. I would say the wrong term. You would use Sambo because the Sambo character was the motherfucker that was on some coon shit. But black people be trying to go, see, black people on social media are ambulance chasers. Everybody want to flex their knowledge and show how much knowledge they want to correct each other. Well, why don't you use that same energy and correct these white motherfuckers at that core plantation, which you're not gonna do. So stop trying to correct every nigga that you come across on social media, just in life. See, that's what I'm saying. You so disaggregate, you don't know what the fuck is going on. You want to fight each other. That's why when you go work on the corporate plantation, you got more motherfuckers that will look down on each other than will band together knowing that it's a team sport. That's why I'll be laughing a lot of times, because you look around, just look at Las Vegas, Nevada. Just look at that, somebody's SUV on fire. Now, Las Vegas, Nevada knows how close everything is and how many people are here. Let's break this down, 4th of July recipients. Why wouldn't they put some type of laws and orders in place that, you know what? If you're gonna buy fireworks, you cannot do them within city limits. You need to do them somewhere else. Because you know, the probabilities, and not possibilities like T.I., but the probabilities of a motherfucker lighting somebody's shit on fire and starting some real shit is very likely in this small ass city. But you notice they're allowed to go on. Now, when you get pulled over by the police in Las Vegas, Nevada, here come 10 goddamn cars behind you. But on the 4th of July, I didn't see near police patrolling my neighborhood at all. But let a nigga be walking up the street, here come 10 of them out of nowhere, popping up on you. Oh, what's up, Wendy McKinley? NF Capital? What's going on? Hey, I've been seeing your messages too on there. So what's happening with it? But yeah, I'll say this. Why is it on the 4th of July, when you know the probabilities of people shit not lighting on fire, you don't see no motherfucking police, you don't see no bike cops? Where are they? They too busy trying to give tickets instead of stop wars and shit. Now, if I was that guy and my SUV burnt up because somebody light fireworks, I'm tripping on every fucking body. But I think we have this mentality that, oh, ain't nothing gonna happen to my shit. Shit. As soon as the motherfucker was out here lighting fireworks, I was right outside staring the motherfucker down. Then motherfucker tried to come apologize. Hey man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean and I had to tell the motherfucker, I said, look man, I'm not trying to start nothing, but man, a lot of shit done burnt up over here. Trees done caught on fire and some more shit. And I'm like, and the whole time I'm thinking, hey man, I just don't want that shit to happen again, because I've been in this neighborhood for a long time. And I was like, man, y'all gotta understand, you gotta respect other people's property. But when you dealing with people that are not mindful of other people's shit, then that's what happened. Okay, this is my coworker at the plantation. Okay, yeah. Hey, look, I'm not gonna deviate from the Tosh. I've been meaning to get at you about that. Look. As John would say, my scary ass. Hey, check this out, Tosh. This shit is funny. When I got the message from Wendy McKinley, when I got the first message, she had said your name and shit in the corporate plantation. I was like, is this an agent provocateur? And I'm thinking, man, I don't got enough subscribers for some agent provocateur to act like they know one of the people that's on my fucking channel. And I had to, at first I'm like, let me see who this is. I'm glad you put that out there, because I was gonna text you and be like, man, who is this? Staying on cold with sis out at the corporate plantation, getting some bread and butter, it turns into a full meal of self-sufficiency. Hey, Josh, hey. Now let's translate this. I'm about to ask y'all to this right now. Since we own the corporate plantation and how it relates to the 4th of July. How many people, I'm not black people, how many white people casually just walk up to y'all, happy 4th of July? Happy 4th. All black, everything local, LV. Hey, look, I'm just joking with y'all. I'm like, at first I was like, who is this? She must know Tasha, because ain't nobody gonna mention that and mention the corporate plantation. But I'll tell you, how many people, part of the dominant society, come up to y'all, happy 4th of July? What are you doing for the 4th? With no regards to slavery, no regards to bondage, no regards to Jim Crow, segregation, gentrification, redlining, lynching, semi-slavery, none of that. Like, how many people came to you as if none of that ever happened? Oh, y'all had none actually? Okay, cool. Because I would say I had about, when I was at the corporate plantation, I would say I probably had about 2 people at the corporate plantation. Man, happy 4th of July. And I just looked at them. I didn't even respond back. And then after that, they didn't say this shit no more. Because when you at the corporate plantation, you have to be an introvert and just let people speak, and then you listen to how they talk, and they'll tell you about a lot about themselves by what they talk about. They'll tell you. Like I told you that time when a corporate plantation co-worker was just like, I don't understand about Black lives, like that Black lives matter, like all lives matter. That's and like I told you before, I said that's good. You should keep that belief system in that perspective. But if you're not Black in this country and you don't know the history of the anti-Black racism towards Black people in this country, that's very hard to say. But you should still keep your opinion and your belief system, because that's what it's about. It's not about sharing. Don't pretend like you're sharing that belief system if you don't really feel it. And it's a lot of Black people around here it's a lot of Black people that will act like other racial groups share our same struggle when really you're being divisive, because they don't. That's why when I saw the young Black brother out there lighting fireworks with them white people, I was just looking at him like, man, what the fuck is you doing? But he don't get it, just like I didn't get it. Everybody comes into knowledge. You have to view life just like the Matrix. Shout out to Sophia Stewart, the writer of the Matrix, the person who invented that whole story, and she just got paid and settled for like $400 or $500 million that they owed her. And she lives out here. Hopefully one day I can get her on the podcast. Straight up. And people don't know that Sophia Stewart wrote The Terminator and The Matrix. People think white people wrote that shit. But no, they didn't. Sophia Stewart wrote it. Look it up. The Wachowski brothers stole that shit. And if you look up her story, somebody told her to go see this movie. She said in the movie, in the first 30 minutes, she was like, damn, this is my movie that I wrote. So that's what happens. But I will tell you this. It is not your job to try to unplug every Black person about the history of racism and white supremacy in this country. Let these people think whatever they want. Go check out my podcast about the real Sambos of Black Lives Matter. Go check out that podcast, because I'm basically breaking down how many agent provocateurs and Sambos there are within our community. Look at Terry Crews. Look at Kanye. I almost feel like, Kanye, why don't you just shut the fuck up and let Kim Kardashian get more niggas out of prison? You just shut up and go make music, nigga. Guilty, nigga. Go shut up and go make music and let Kim go get the niggas out of. Let her use that big old fake ass of hers and that Ethiopian nose that she wanted to have. Cause she want, they want to look like an Ethiopian so bad, like Black folk. You know what I mean? But let her go get these motherfuckers out of prison, and you just hush the fuck up and keep having church, or whatever the fuck you call yourself at. I think that's the best thing for them, because a lot of us, we get captivated by a Black celebrity, and I don't. Because Black celebrities are not educated on what the fuck is going on. That's why on Twitter, my first Twitter got taken away from me. I had Twitter since 2012. Man, they put me in Twitter jail like 3 times, like, oh, well, you're done, we're taking it from you. Not because but when I was saying fuck a bitch and bitches ain't shit and all this other shit in 2012, it was fine. Keep saying it all you want. Once I started calling out racism, white supremacy in the dominant society, and the lack of resources that are owed to us that they have given or even tried to have recompense on, now is, you can't say that, or when you call a person a Sambo or a coon, it's like, oh man, stop. But those are the things that happen. That's why I think it's very important of how we conduct ourselves on the corporate plantation. I always mention it because that's where I gotta go to. And you have to be on code. And a lot of other people are not on code and don't expect them to be. Let me tell you something. You know how many Black sisters, look, at the corporate plantation, it's been half and half. I've had Black sisters like Nuke, shout out to Nuke, who love me. We get along just fine. And I love my Black sisters. We get along just fine. We like a family. And then there's always that one. Let's say out of 10 Black sisters, there's always that one. There's always that one, and then there's another one. So out of 2, there's always the one that's on some mammy shit, and then the other one just is kind of on the fence. But the rest of them, they show me love. Straight up. Even when they don't want to. You have to, because I'm gonna always try to be in alignment with my people. First. You Black first. That's why when you look at things like the 4th of July and all this other shit, you gotta understand the origins of this shit. Motherfuckers started spouting out Abraham Lincoln. I was like, nigga, Abraham Lincoln didn't give a fuck about no niggas. Then he was like, then I'll go back to what I said on Twitter too. I told the white supremacists, he said something about racism. Like I said, I had my phone. And this was yesterday, and I said, oh. He was like, oh, well, black people are violent, they kill people. I said, you want to know what violence looks like? And I named Thomas Jefferson, Andrew Jackson, Abraham Lincoln, James Madison. I named all the presidents that owned slaves, which is damn near all of them. And they were all white supremacists. And the motherfucker, they had no response. Then, of course, here we go. But you guys had Obama. I said, so to have one black president out of 40-something presidents that were white, you think that that's equality? Stop. You know why? Because most Caucasian people, aka the dominant society, they're not well versed on racism. They know what it is. They know it exists. They know they benefit from it. But debating it, they know they'll lose. And what I like to call, they'll deflect and use white fragility. Go get that book by Robin DiAngelo. White fragility. And they'll deflect and alligator rule you and bring up black on black crime. And I was like, stop it. We can bring up white on white crime all the time. But that don't have shit to do with racism, white supremacy, anti-black racism, and how it has put us behind the line. Stop. And that's what the main problem be, man. We will allow them to alligator roll us and be like, man, they do got a point. Black people do kill black people. Okay, so like I said, so if I roll up on some niggas and they fight with their sister and I go and I kick her in her ass, you don't think those niggas gonna be like, who the fuck is you? Why you kicking putting your hands on my sister? Well, y'all doing it. They gonna be like, we don't give a fuck if we are doing it. That's not your family. And that's basically what you're saying. Well, since black people kill black people, we should kill them too. Stop. But a lot of the times, what happens is we allow them to alligator roll us into a whole nother. When he kept trying to make up excuses, you know what I kept saying? What does that have to do with slavery? Because the original argument was slavery didn't build this country. Black labor didn't build this country. And I kept saying, well, then black labor didn't build this country, then what built it then? Oh, well, white people did. But how did they build it? You're not telling me how they did it. Well, slavery, black people own slaves too. What does that have to do with slavery in this country? You notice white people, and those are the ignorant, lack of knowledge white folks, aka the dominant society, that want to debate with you. These are not the people that have knowledge, because the people that have real knowledge, they won't argue with you. And the reason why they won't argue with you, because they know the history, and they know what's really going on, and they've read enough books where they'll be like, yeah, well, you can't knock slavery. That built the country. Let me see. Here to listen. Thanks for being a part of the Sunday lineup. Do you have a cash app for our magazine to contribute to your podcast? Nah, you know what? Damn, you sound like Shawnee. Shout out to Shawnee too. Man, nah, you know what? I don't even have no cash app. I do have one, but I don't know what it is. And nah, man, I do this for the love. This is therapy. This is what me and my siblings talk about when we get together. Man, before we started reading, we would talk about this shit on every Saturday and every Sunday. And this was before we had knowledge. Before everybody, all my siblings kind of like broke off and started reading and doing their own thing. Oh, what's going on, Shawnee? There she go right now. So we've been on this stuff. And like I said, and I'm going to get to the cash app. I should have been doing this a long time ago. Man, my siblings know if I was doing, man, I'm always ahead of my time. I've been doing YouTube videos since 2011. And if I would have started a podcast in 2012 and just putting it on, man, I would have so many subscribers. But I'm glad I did it this way. And the reason why is because I want to surround myself with people that have knowledge and tell me what you got going on at your corn plantation so I can learn from it. That's why I don't have a super chat. Shawnee already asked me, hey, Shawnee, she asked me about my cash app. Nah, this is all for the love. I don't need no cash app or nothing. Nah, we all in this together. Hey, but I'll tell y'all this right now. You heard it first. Watch when this shit hopefully, watch when this shit builds up. I'll put it out there. Watch when this channel build up and it grows and it grows and it grows and it grows. Y'all gonna be looking like, man, I was around when it was only 2 people in the chat. Y'all see what the fuck going on. And I still ain't finna really be on no Cash App shit, cause it ain't, it ain't that deep. I do this for the love, man. But good looking out though, Wendy, though. I appreciate it. I do it for the love, man. Hey, it's other YouTube channels, they got Cash Apps, and salute to them. But right now, nah, man. Right now, in this economy right now, nah. It's all about just supporting and showing the love and sharing the knowledge and not trying to hoard it. You know how niggas are. You know how niggas are. As one of my brothers, one of my brothers was like, this nigga was like, I wish I could record the conversation because this shit was so funny. This nigga called me one day and was just like, hey nigga, would you just shut up talking about the motherfucking stock until I get my shit? Just tell me. Fuck everybody else. I'm like, nigga, you can't do that. So, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times, black folk, we get the knowledge and we kind of tend to want to hoard it and just keep it to ourselves. And I get it. You don't really want to share with a lot of people because a lot of people are not ready to receive it. But nah, right now, ain't no monetization. Maybe when the channel grow and I get way more subscribers, then maybe I'll do that shit. But right now, nah, man. This for the love. You know what I'm saying? Nah. This for the love, man. That's why when I just forgot to hit Tasha up, but when I seen you in there and you mentioned her name, I was like, I know she gotta know Tasha. Cause she mentioned in the Court Plantation and everything. And I know y'all see some crazy shit at the Court Plantation. And y'all probably be laughing y'all asses off. I know I would be. Look, let's just get this straight. Let me see. It's okay to have us contribute. Let us know because we support Tariq, the Black Authority, due to what these platforms looking to eliminate us not being able to economically build. Let us know so you can grow. For sure. Hey, you know how you can help me? Tell motherfuckers about the page, man. That's it. And in any books, hey, I love the Black Authority. And Jason Black, them niggas is raw. I get them props because they can do a damn near whole podcast without cussing. I'm sorry, it's hard for me. I'm a church kid. I grew up in church. You had to watch everything you said, what you did. You couldn't have an attitude. You couldn't do nothing. So when I got grown, every other word was fuck, shit. Fuck a bitch. Fuck that nigga. But I'm working on it. But I'll tell you this, Tariq, I would advise everybody that's listening to this channel, please go get all of the hidden colors. Please go get 1804, the Haitian Revolution. If you don't go get that and go watch it, please go get it, because I got it. Those DVDs, lifesavers. And I've been on Tariq for a while. I've been on Tariq since 2013. 2013. I didn't really get into him probably until 2014, but 2013, because, I watched the Zoe Williams, Zoe What show. I watched Corey Holcomb, Kevin Berenger. That's where I'm not finna front on y'all. Excuse me, I ain't gonna front on y'all. Like, I've been listening to Farrakhan. My family knows I've been listening to him for the last 10 years straight. Because I would be so frustrated at the corporate plantation and how they treat niggas and just how niggas treat each other. So, like I said, I told this story a million times. I got Sprint. So Sprint got unlimited data. And so I'd be on YouTube all day at work. So I would listen to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, all his old speeches from like the 80s and the 90s. He's got a good speech. It's called Add It Up. And I think he's talking to Ronald Reagan. He got all white on. That shit is dope. It sends chills through my spine just in my skin just watching it. It's called Add It Up. I watched it like 10 times. It's like an hour and a half. He's got on all white, and I think he's in Florida. It's called Add It Up. And I think he's talking either Reagan or Bush, but I think it's Reagan. And I'm telling you, this was like 2010. And once I started listening to him, it just got addictive. And I remember this Guatemalan brother, Latino brother that worked at my job. He's like, why you always listening to him? And I was like, because, man, he's smart. You know what I mean? And the shit that he was saying was just so, it spoke to me. And after that, I just kind of was like hooked. And I went from him, then I started listening, you know, because, you know, that's when YouTube started to kind of get a little bit of momentum. And then I started listening to Zoe Williams. But before him, I was listening to Corey Holcomb because I'm a big fan of his comedy. So I started listening to him. I was like, this nigga is funny. And then like his podcast is so dope because he talks shit about racism all the time. And then from him, then boom, it was just a ping pong. Then you go from that to Red Pill and Blue Pill and Dr. Phil Valentine and Professor James Smalls and Dr. Hiwa Fakamene. And you start meeting all these people just from one person, and it's like, damn, it's dope. And that's where a lot of my books I got from. Oh yeah, the corporate plantation is guilty, niggas. Call you, laugh however. We will spread the word. We are a part of NOI, and yes, everyone you name is our community. We are lit for this time. Yes, Nation Islam. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I'm not no front. I don't bullshit. Like I said, I tell this story all the time. Anybody, my family know me. Anybody that's up under me, I don't give a fuck. White, Asian, no matter who you are. If you either with me or you with them. And I don't give a fuck if you gotta denounce your family, you either with them or, I'm talking about friends, all that. I'm talking about close, like friend, like your friend that you call your friend. If not, you gotta get the fuck on. And I've been that way. And the reason why, what inspired me to get the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I got another picture like that in my kitchen. My nephew, I remember when my nephew, Whoopo, when he first saw it, he was like, damn, that's tight. And I told him, I said, the reason why I got it is because when you go in Caucasian people's houses, they got John F. Kennedy, Abe Lincoln, George Washington. They got all these white, John Wayne, all these white supremacist motherfuckers who own slaves. So instead of having Obama, a motherfucker that didn't do shit for us, or having Martin Luther King, which is the typical normal person that you would have, I was like, I want the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And I want the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in my house. So when I drink my tea, I can look at that every day before I go to work. And I look at that picture every day. The one in my kitchen. And the one that's above me, oh, I love it. That's one of my favorite pictures. Let me tell you why. And I'm going to break this down. And I want y'all to hear me good. I read How to Eat to Live by the Honorable Elijah, the most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, like 5 years ago. I read that book. Now, they had a documentary called What the Health on Netflix. Every fucking thing that was in How to Eat to Live was in What the Health. I'm done. Mic drop. Every fucking thing I watched, done. So after I saw that, I was like, nah, this nigga's a genius. And then I read The Fall of America. And when I read The Fall of America, I got so scared. I was mad and scared at the same time. Because the shit he was saying was so potent when he was just like, oh. The beginning is so cold when he's like, oh, so you go to the mayors and congressmen and senators because you think they're gonna save you. They're not gonna save you, just like in How to Eat to Live. And I'm not a member of the Nation of Islam, but I got love for them and I respect them a whole lot. And I'll tell you this, they more than welcome to come in the house. And every time I see a Nation of Islam, I'm giving them money and I'm getting incense and I'm getting the paper, last call. Fuck out of here. I'm supporting my people. Period. If the Hebrew Israelites need support, I support them too. If you're a Black Jehovah's Witness, I'll support you too. I don't care about all that. I am probably more partial to the Nation of Islam because of the teachings. And look at from the Nation of Islam, you get God Body, the 5 percenters, which Jay-Z is, Lord Jamar, shout out to them. So that's why. I'm telling you. Thank you. The Fall of America is very, very good. I'll tell you this. Reading the first page of The Fall of America, I was like, God damn, this nigga is cold. I said, this nigga is cold. Man, and then I got messaged to a black man. I got to read that. I'm reading Medici Money right now. And like I said, you got to study these people too. And here's the thing that we need to be like. Now, the Borgias and their enemies. Now, the reason why the Borgias had a lot of enemies, because first of all, they were Spaniards. They weren't even Italian, but they went to Italy and was conquering their shit. And that's why the Italians didn't like them. So my thing is, in the United States of America Incorporated, we of all people got to understand that we are black first and we are owed benefits before everyone else. Everyone else. Yep. I'm reading the chat. So shout out to everybody that's listening, but I'm reading the chat right now. Eat to Live, he started the evolution of our food supplement and for our overall health. Mentally and physically, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was for all our black people. Yes. Hey, let me tell you this. And I'm not trying to deviate from the subject. Hey, but let me tell you this. Look, I got this. Look, this shit was funny. It was, I forgot, I think the sister was like Latino and Filipino. Cool sister. She wasn't arrogant or nothing. And she was like, oh, you follow Dr. Sebi? Because, you know, Nipsey Hussle, shout out to, you know, that brother and RIP to him. He put Dr. Sebi in the limelight. I'm trying to articulate it the right way. He put it in the limelight in such a way where the younger millennial generation is like, oh, Dr. Sebi, Dr. Sebi. So when she said that, I said, do you know where he got those teachings from? And she was like, where? I said, from the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I said, and if you don't believe me, Google Dr. Sebi and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And when you Google it, he says on YouTube, I thank God for meeting the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He was my teacher. That's why some of Dr. Sebi's kids have Muslim names, because he was a follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. But people don't know that, because they like to separate the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad from everybody else. But that man was a genius. I don't care if he had 100 kids. I wish he'd have had more kids. Oh well. That man was a genius. Let me see, coming from coaching also, I can say I learned more from that book by probably than the Bible. Hey man, look man. I know I go hard on some of the black churches, and I love my black churches, and I'm not simping for them. I grew up in the black church. I love my black church. That's where you get the best musicians, the best music. So I love the church. And it teaches you consistency and stuff like that. So there are a lot of good things in it, because I know I go hard on it. And I was earlier on in my podcast, Shawnee, you know, Tasha, you know, I used to go real hard on the church. Like I used to start every podcast, did Jesus come back? But you know, those were my frustrations, because when you grow up in Kojic, as most people that I've met have, when you tell them, so have you read the new Jim Crow? No, but they'll be quick to give you a Bible, and they'll be like, cleave to that which is good, Romans 12:9. Okay, that's cool, but have you read Black Labor, White Wealth? Then they'll be like, in the beginning, the Word was God, and God was the Word. And you'd be like, man, but how does that help me deal with the anti-black racism that I deal with at work? That Bible can't, it's just, come on, man. And then that's where my disagreement came on. And look, I love my black folks and Kojic, but I'm sorry. That shit is just very hard to digest when you're dealing with racism, white supremacy all day, every day. And when you know that you built this country, it is hard to be trying to speak in tongue. No, you want to slap the shit out of somebody. So it's very difficult. You know what I mean? And I will tell you this. That's what makes you learn who you are. When you're able to grow up, like most people that know me now, or most people that listen to this podcast, with the exception of y'all, most people, if they knew, they'll probably think I never grew up in the church, because they'll be like, damn, I didn't know you grew up in the church. But yeah, I grew up in the church, the whole nine. Played the drums, sang in the choir, did all that shit. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot about musical talents, but when it came time for learning the real shit, oh, Lord Jesus, that's when I'm like, okay. I learned a lot about hustling in Kojic. Tasha know. Boy, them niggas was some hustlers. A lot of these churches that we went to, You know, we would go visit, boy, they would be hustling 10 damn offerings. Can I get $500 more? Let me get $500 more. They get to sing, and that, no diss. I'm just saying, where's the knowledge of self? Where's the Book of Enoch? Where is the Emerald Tablets, the Dead Sea Scrolls? Where is all the other stuff? And a lot of times when you deal with most black churches and you bring up the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, they tell you to stay away from him, and he's bad, he's evil, and it's like, nah, he's not. And I'm sorry, but he's not. And that's why you come to my crib, that's the first picture you gonna see. Facts. Thank you for your subscription. Hey, yeah. Thank you for your subscription, Shawnee Brown. Yeah, man. I gotta go check out your page too, Wendy McKinley. I gotta go. Damn, I ain't. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try to do it on this phone. If this phone ain't dead. But yeah, man. I would say that I just think it's a generational thing and it's a social engineering thing. So you just been socialized. You gotta go to church. You're gonna go to hell. That's how it's always been. The black church was all. The black church was all of our start, but we had to take the reins to grow further. It was also a limitation for those who wanted to evolve, such as myself personally. It's a journey. Facts. The hustle was real and still is though. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Some of the musicians would refuse to play if they didn't get paid. That's a fact. That's a motherfucking fact. See, I grew up. I didn't grow up that way, but I saw a lot of musicians. She not lying. The motherfuckers would be like, man, you remember Tyrone? Light-skinned Tyrone and all of them niggas want to get paid. Version and all them niggas. Them niggas want to get paid. Them niggas ain't just for free. Them niggas trying to get paid. And I think a lot of the time, I think that's what the problem is. That we know that the preachers are making money. We know that the pastors are making money. So everybody else want to make money. And I get it. It's plenty of money for everybody. But what the dominant society has done with the black churches made it where you have mega churches, but they can only say certain things. And then you have the little bitty churches. Now the little bitty churches, if they don't conform, then they just stay a little bitty church. And then the mega churches like the Noel Joneses and all them, they're the biggest hustlers. Because they're the ones that know how to hustle that hope and say that, but you're not really teaching them about racism and white supremacy, because you can go to that church all day, but you got to leave that church and go work at a real job. And at the real job, sorry, homie, it's going to be a lot different than what you think. Straight up. And I would say, I would say this. It's more important for us to support each other than tell each other about who's going to heaven and who's going to hell. That's what I would like to call, what I got from Dr. Claude Anderson, a horizontal issue. That's not a vertical issue. A vertical issue is we trying to climb up the ladder. You trying to move the ladder from side to side. So I don't really trip off black Mormons and black Jehovah's Witnesses and black. I don't care about who that is. Let's just come together and know that we are melanated. We need to be on code, like Neely Fuller Jr. said. You know what I mean? And I think I would say this. Most of us are starting to come into the knowledge. That's why when the motherfucker was like, oh yeah, man, that's why y'all vote. I'm like, vote, nigga. Nigga. After that Obama shit, nigga, you ain't gonna never have to worry about me vote until one of these candidates, I don't care if it's the biggest white supremacist on this planet. If he got a black agenda to give us equality, economic equality, cool. Land, wealth, and resources, cool. Then bring it on. But if he's singing the same song and dance like Joe 94 Crime Bill Biden, man, get the fuck out of here. And Hillary stealing, not Clinton, stop. Not gonna work for me. At all. I think a lot of the times, man, I'm trying to find where there we go. Yeah, I just subscribed to your channel. to Wendy McKinley NFL capital. Support should be a new religion for us. I agree. Yeah, it should. Straight up. And see, that's why on this platform, the first thing, I'm telling you, the first thing that me and Nuke talked about, I was like, Nuke, on YouTube, they got this thing called Super Chat. We not doing that. And she was like, what is that? Man, y'all know Nuke be hella busy. I'm going to text Nuke too, because I'm going to try to surprise I get her on for at least 30 minutes. I know she hella busy, and her mom is doing a lot better. And I remember when we first started, Nuke was like, what's a Super Chat? I was like, oh, that's where people could donate. And she was just like, oh, for real, they could donate money? She was like, you know I don't know none of that. And I was like, but Nuke, we not doing that. And she was like, why you don't want to do that? And I was like, I don't want to do that, man, because I want our shit to be organic. I don't want it to be like that. You come on, it's like watching a good TV show, and then at the end of the TV show, when it's, instead of the TV show building up its platform and its audience, at the end of the TV show, the writer of the TV show comes out like, okay, so, you know, to keep us on, we don't want you to get us subscribers. Just keep donating money so we keep the show going. That's how I look at it. That's why I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. And she was like, all right, cool. And that's why I never mentioned it. I got a Cash App. I don't even know what the fuck it is. I got the Cash App for when I make beats and shit. And niggas want beats. You know what I mean? But that's why I decided to do that, because I was like, I want to do something different from the average YouTube page. And let me tell you something. The first year, it was difficult because I expected more support from people that I knew. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about other people that I even ran the idea by. And when I didn't get the response, I was like, damn. But faithful Nuke was, and Nuke, let me tell y'all something. Nuke, the powerful black woman, Nuke was overly busy, so busy, but she always made time in the beginning stages to come over here every week and do the podcast with me. That's why I always give shout out to Nuke. That's why, even if it went big, she the first person I'm gonna grab. Of course, along with my relative. Shout out to my niece Desiree. She did a podcast about 2 years ago on here. And if this channel ever got big, she had bragging rights, because she'd be like, well, I did a podcast with my uncle. She didn't want to do it, but she did it. But the reason why I was like, nah, Nuke, we ain't gonna do that, because I just wanted my shit to be different. And like I said, the first year, it was difficult. It was super difficult, because I was like, damn, man, like, I felt bad. She was busy, but she was still making time to come over here. And then the people that I expected to do it was flaking, not doing it, and that's fine. Do your thing. I ain't tripping. But what it taught me was to believe in me and do it, because I do it just for the love. It's therapy to me anyway. And two, I learned a lot watching people like Tariq Nasheed. And the thing that I love about that brother, he is a no-nonsense motherfucker when it comes to nigga shit. And when I mean nigga shit, I'm not talking about melanated brothers and sisters that's highly, you know, in tune with who they are and they want to fucking work together. I'm talking about niggas that flake, bullshit. They don't want to build the foundation, but they want to walk in the house when it's built. He do not tolerate that shit. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. And I learned a lot listening to his podcast, listening to how he deals with people, and I just learned a lot. That's why I wanted Nuke to do the podcast with me. I was like, I'm gonna do it by myself, or I'm gonna do it with women. I ain't want to do it with no dudes. Sorry. Because most niggas, they just, if it's not their shit, they not going to put they all into it and they don't care. That's just my personal opinion. Now, I've yet to meet people like that, you know, that are like, nah, man, I'm with it. But I'm looking forward to meeting those people. But until then, nah, it's going to be me and Nuke or just Warren by himself. And we going to talk about these issues, talk this shit, swallow this spit, and handle business. And I'll tell you this, the more this channel grow, I know the more, I ain't gonna get y'all alerts. The other day I was doing a podcast, Shani got the shit 30 minutes into it, I was almost done. She was like, damn, I just got the notification. Y'all know YouTube be doing that shit. That's why I'll be tripping. That's why when I look at things like the 4th of July and people, oh, happy 4th of July, and people lighting fireworks, when I see niggas doing that shit, I'm like, nigga, what is you on? First of all, you know that the economy is about to fall to the ground, and you just spent all that money on some bullshit fireworks, and then you gonna be the main nigga going around begging niggas for money and shit. It's like, I don't get niggas like that. We gotta rely on us. We gotta support us. It shouldn't have took Nipsey to die for people to be on Dr. Sebi. Motherfucker should have been on, I've been on Dr. Sebi for 6 years. Straight. 6 years. Not no 3, not no 2, not since Nipsey. No, I was on it before Nipsey got on. Because I got a list, I still got, well, I just took the last of his vitamins. That's why I tell people to go get Tahuti Ma'ara. I buy, man, I got to go in there and buy some more of his vitamins. His vitamins they're potent. They're not like the shit that you get at Walmart. And case in point, Walmart, the real shit that they even sell no more. The golden seal that I put all my family onto that was potent, shit, they took that shit off the shelves. They don't even sell that shit at Walmart no more. They sell golden seal with echinacea. You right. Stop saying if you grow. Say when. Speak life into it. You have to start somewhere, fam. That's a fact. You right about that shit. You right. Hey, like I told, hey, like I said, man, and I be trying to be serious because my first nature is to joke. And it'd be funny because I just be joking about shit that I see. Just like, I'm going to tell y'all right now, man. I always go on the corporate plantation with the focus of being on code with my people. But it's so hard when you're dealing with Sambos and Mammies. Just like that one podcast. Remember, Shawty, when I kept playing the Mammy song? I hated to do that shit, but it's true. And anybody that is deserving of that song, I'm going to have to play it for you, man. Because it's a lot. Once you get to niggas splaining and Mammy splaining and taking up for the dominant society, I got to play that shit for you. See, motherfuckers think just because you marry black or you date black that you ain't a mammy or you a coon. And then the motherfuckers that date outside their race, oh, he a coon, he a mammy, she a mammy. And it's like, I get it. I get both sentiments. I get it. I understand that. Because I'm telling you, when, like I told this story a million times, I was in this hip hop crew. And in this hip hop crew, it was 2 brothers. And one of my homeboy brothers, he didn't care. Cause he was just like, I already know how Warren is. So I know no matter who he date, that nigga still on that black shit. Cause I just know how Warren is. But it was another nigga that's like, how could you date outside your race? You know, and I was like, and I told him, I was like, man, you right. I said, you are definitely right, man. I said, and I told him, I said, but don't get it twisted. When I lived in California, all the women I dated were black. I was never even thinking about none of that shit. But as I got older, I just was like, all right, fuck it. I'll date with whoever. I remember I put it out there. You right, Shawnee. You put that shit out there. I put it out there one day. Well, I fuck with whoever fuck with me. So it was black sisters, Puerto Rican sisters, which is black. That ain't nothing. You know, African sisters, some white sisters. Not no Latinos. Not really no Latinos, but white, Asian, or whatever. Now I remember this black brother kept saying, I don't want to put his name out there. Yeah, I just can't believe you would do all that. And I was like, and I told him one day, I got irritated. I was like, look, nigga, I don't give a fuck who I fuck with. I'm not no fucking Uncle Tom, because that's what I said at the time. I was like, I'm not no Uncle Tom, and I'll never go against my old race. And I don't give a fuck who it is. And whoever bitch is around me, whatever bitch is around me, at the time I was younger, and I was like, whatever bitch is around me, I don't give a fuck if the bitch is white, black, purple, green. If she not with my shit and with my race, then fuck that bitch then. And I don't give a fuck who it is, and fuck her family, and fuck whatever horse she came on. And then the other homeboy was laughing because he was like, you know, Warren, he always been like that. I don't even know why look how he act when he is around other races. He don't stop. He go harder just so they'll know. And he was talking all that shit. And then what ended up happening is when he saw other racial groups around me, I kick it with a girl, they kick it around me. He noticed they'll be on the same shit. And like, damn, they on that shit too? Hell, if they up under me, they gonna be on that shit, or they not gonna be up under me. And I used to say that then. And this is when I was like 22, 23 years old. I've been on that shit. I don't give a fuck who you date. Because motherfuckers be so focused on that shit. And then, look at Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. Now, shouldn't it be the opposite? Shouldn't Kim Kardashian just be focused on making money and Kanye West should be trying to get niggas out of jail? Kim Kardashian leveraged her celebrity to get close to Trump to get niggas out of prison. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Our job is to build up. So remember, King, consistency is power. Stay with this vision. Tariq is the real. We got on board with him in 2014. He is featured on our FB magazine for June. Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Hey, I got to get your magazine, too. For real. Where can I get? Hey, I'm on your page, but let me know. I got to get that shit because I got Nation Islam shit. Because my goal is, like I said, Johnny already know, I want to, my goal, my ultimate goal, and I'll put it out here, is to start a black bookstore. Not the West Las Vegas Library in Vegas. The West Las Vegas Library is cool, but I want a black bookstore. And when I mean a black bookstore, I mean I want knowledge of self in there, and I want knowledge of where we can go, and I want knowledge of where we come from, and I want a wealth of knowledge. So basically, all the books that are like, you're gonna be able to get Medici books, the Borgia books. You're gonna be able to get Plato, Aristotle, Socrates, and Pythagoras. You're gonna be able to get all that shit. And Manly P. Hall and all that shit. Yeah, of course, you're gonna be able to get all that shit, all the white shit, but you're gonna be able to get the Haitian Revolution. You're gonna be able to get, you know, Before the Mayflower, all these books, Dr. Hirwa Fakamene's book, Spirituality Before Religion. You know, those books. You know, The Wounded Womb by Dr. Phil Valentine. You know, those are the books. You're gonna get books on voodoo. We're gonna get the ancient voodoo priestess to come to the bookstore and give us some knowledge. That's what I want to do. That's my goal. So when people come in my store, they're going to be like, hey, man, you got a book on Black Labor, White Wealth? Yup, I got it right here. Hey, man, you got some books on, like, witchcraft and stuff? Oh, right here. Book on voodoo and voodoo. Check it out, man, from Africa. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. Make music and do that all day. If I can read, make music, and I'll be chilling. Guess definitely a nigga definitely be smoking some weed then. Cause I'm the only one that ain't smoke, but I'll be the main one with a joint, like Dame Dash. You know what I mean? But that's my ultimate goal because I feel like that's what's lacking out here. And as the bookstore grows, then turn it into a bookstore / poetry hip hop shop. Where you can say poetry, it'll be just like out of Philly. See, people don't know, they don't do their research. See, in Philly, how do y'all think Bilal, beloved, intelligent, lustful, and living it, and Music Soul Child, and the Roots and all, how y'all think they had a hip hop shop out there where niggas just go up there and sing? But people don't know that. That's where Soul Aquarians came from. That's the originating city of Soul Aquarians, which is Mos Def, Talib Kweli, Questlove, Black Thought, Mos Def, Bilal, Music Soul Child, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott. That's where it all came from. And I think that's why, you know, that's what I would like to bring here. And I know it's small, but that's my goal, man, to get that bookstore popping. That's why I'm just accumulating books. My goal is to have about 4,000 books. And if I have 4,000 books, I should have read already 1,000 to 1,500 of them. And if I've read 1,000 to 1,500 of them, the memory that I should have been able to retain should be at least about 850 books that I've been able to retain the memory. That's why when I watch shit on TV, I try to correlate what I've read in my book. Like, okay, I get it. That's why it's easy to watch corrupt shit, because right now I'm reading Medici money. Basically, the first fractional reserve banking in Europe. That's where the Jewish community got it from, because the Medicis was doing it first with they corrupt having asses. But that's the goal. And I'm not going to stop until I reach that goal. That's always been the goal. To have just a plethora of books and tell them, hey, man, go get this book. Go get this book. You know, go check this book out. I just now completed Dr. Claude Anderson's library pack. I have Black Labor, White Wealth, Powernomics, Black History Reader, Dirty Little Secrets 1 and 2. So I have all 5 of books, and I've read 3 of them. So I got 2 more to read, and I have read all 5 of the great Dr. Claude Anderson's books. So I'm very happy about that. You would have thought I got a pair of shoes and some shit in the mail when I got that. Very excited about that. So I think that's what it's about. Professor Griffiths, well, y'all need to go support him. You know what I mean? I gotta buy all his books, man. That dude breaks down knowledge. I think we gotta support each other. Go get blackandnoble.com, the CMOS. Shawnee Brown put me on to that. If it wasn't for her, I would have never even known where to get the CMOS. Really, I'd have been online looking for some clown motherfucker, but no. She put it out there. Boom. Check out the website. Shit. I've been good. When I have stomach problems or I don't feel well, drink me a nice little CMOS shake with some almond milk, I'm Gucci. Take me some Tahuti My raw pills, and I'm gravy. But hey, man, I appreciate, I'm very humble, and I appreciate y'all being up late, because normally I do it at 3, and then y'all can check it out later. But I was working on music, so I didn't have time. I needed to get the rest of Dr. Clyde Anderson's books. Yep, I got all 5. The Black History Reader is good. Powernomics, like I told y'all, Powernomics is like $200. And Black Labor White Wealth is like $500 on Amazon. But I'll tell you this, that's what it should be about. It should be about, yeah, I just got this one book. I'm telling you, watch how people look at you when you be excited about books that you got versus, oh, I just got these pair of shoes, or I just got this Michael Kors bag. And that's good. You get a Michael Kors bag, that's fine. But right now, it's about knowledge. I appreciate everybody listening. Like I said, this is a platform, like Shawnee said, that will grow. It has already grown. I've been studying metaphysics with Dr. Phil Valentine for 5 years, so I got the book, The Wounded Womb. Get that text. Tasha, thanks for chatting with us. Oh, man, you got that book. That book is like $100. And I could have got it when it was like 30 or 40 bucks. Man, I gotta go on his website, because I know his wife, she does vitamins and juices and shit too. Yeah, man, Dr. Phil Valentine is fucking dope. That dude is dope. Him and Dr. Kaba Kamene. These dudes are dope. These are our elders, so we gotta look at them. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it. I'm glad you got that book. I gotta get that book. And metaphysics is dope. He's dope. Dr. Phil Valentine is dope. After you listen to him, you're done. I don't know how anybody could have the same belief system after they listen to him. I can't, because he's so dope. He's a genius. These are geniuses walking among us, and we gotta treat them as such and show them the respect that they deserve while they on this planet walking around, while there's life in their body, instead of when they go, oh man, like Dr. John Henry Clark. Okay, yeah, Dr. Leilani, okay, cool. Yeah, okay, $70, I'm gonna have to go get that. I gotta go get it on his website. See, I am so good. Hey man, so you in the same, so you on red pill, blue pill, all there. That's what's up. Yeah, man, Dr. Phil Valentine is dope. I remember, cause I listen to Zoe Williams a lot, and this dude done read like 5,000 books. This nigga is a fucking genius too. And I remember he was like, I knew what he said about Dr. Phil Valentine. He was like, I knew Dr. Phil Valentine was that dude when he knew about Jiddu Krishnamurti. That's a philosopher. And a lot of people don't know about him. I knew about him through Zoe Williams, and he was like, a lot of people don't even know who that is. But Dr. Phil Valentine do, and Tahuti Ma'ara do too. Y'all go check out Tahuti Ma'ara. He's on Hidden Colors. I think he's on the last Hidden Colors. Yep. I stay buying his shit. I don't give a fuck if it take 10 weeks. I buy his shit all the time. Oh, you on? Yeah, Zoe is lit. Ain't that? Hey, and you can't. Hey, when he has Kevin Berenger on there, oh my. Look, I'm gonna get off, but I can talk about them niggas all day, because that's where I got the shit from. I ain't low key, like the books and shit. Okay, I've been listening to Zoe for a long, probably for like 7, 8 years. Probably 9, about 7, 8 years, about 8 years. Because I listened to Corey Holcomb first. That's how I got on the Zoe, through Corey Holcomb. Because he had him on his show when they was at LA Live in LA. And then I was like, damn, this dude is sounds smart. Like, damn, he sound intelligent. Then when the Foxhole was gone with Jamie Foxx, they went to RMC Radio. So Zoe Williams had a show on there. This was like 2011-ish, 2011-ish, 2012. 2011-ish. So I was listening to him there. Then he had Tariq on his show, 2011. And he had Tariq Nasheed, you can go look it up. Jeff Brown, a comedian, funny as fuck. Corey Holcomb, and Timmy Tight Top. That's not his real name, but he the dude that does Weed Juice. I got some Weed Juice from him too. And he had him on there with Bobby Glanton Smith. So I'm listening, I'm like, damn, this dude Tariq, he dope too. This is like 2011, 2012. Get out of here, Lava. We'll get back to it. Corey 5150, yeah, we cover them all. Hey, I stay on Corey Holcomb. You know, I've been on him since like he was on Half and Half. He was an actor on Half and Half. So I remember him from then. Yup. And he was on Old Drama. Corey Holcomb was on Old Drama. Wait, how much is it going for on Amazon? The Wounded Womb. Tell me right now. Tell me right now how much that shit is going for. God damn, man. But I'll tell you, once I started listening to these brothers, Zoe used to have, in the beginning of his podcast, his show, he would have a book section where he would just mention all these books that he's read and he's reading. So one day I just listened to him and I had an Amazon cart, so I just started putting all the books in my cart. And I'm like, I gotta get these books, man. So I just started getting them one by one, And then, you know, once I started getting them, just like 2014, I started getting them. But by then I had already saw Hidden Colors. And I'm like, oh shit, these are the same people that Zoe Williams be talking about. And then I'm like, oh, I got to get all these books. And that's when I got Dr. Francis Cress Welsing's book, The ISIS Papers, and Black Labor, White Wealth, and all. That's what got, and then that's what led me to like Dr. Phil Valentine and Professor James Smalls and Dr. Kaba Kamene and John Henry Clark and all these people. Man, through that. If you're not rooted and grounded in supporting other black folks, then I don't know what to tell you. And that's my goal. Oh, okay. Oh, that's how we ain't seen Jeff. So he got diagnosed with COVID on. Damn. I know, because I got to catch up on it, because I watch him. I watch so many podcasts, man. I watch him. I watch Black Dot with his son. His podcast is dope. I like the intro to their show. His show is dope. Black Dot. I would love Professor Griff, Red Pill, Blue Pill. I know you watch Brother Rich. Brother Rich's show is dope. And that song, Voodoo, oh my God, that's one of my favorite songs. I got love for Brother Rich. He dope. He hard. He a dope ass producer too. Yeah, man, I watched the Mansion show and I haven't seen Jeff in a while. And I'm like, damn, what happened to Jeff? So he got COVID? Damn. I hope he got that nano silver that Kevin Berenger was talking about, because Kevin, that nigga, reads so many books too. So, you know, shout out to them, man. I'll tell y'all right now, I appreciate everybody listening, subscribing. I gotta go, because I gotta get up and go to the court plantation like y'all. I definitely will hit y'all back on Tuesday. I'll be back again. I'm gonna try to get on like 5:30, 6 o'clock. And we gonna talk this shit and swallow some spit. Hey, my email is nowayoutlv@gmail.com. nowayoutlv@gmail.com. If y'all got any books or any, like Hashani told me about not Behold that Pale Horse, but the Book of Enoch. I got the Book of Enoch. If y'all know some books, tell me about them, because I don't know everything. That's why this shit is called No, I Don't Know. Rich is cool. Keep watching Zoe's show for the update. Have a good evening, sir. Okay. All right, for sure. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody listening, subscribing. Hey, if you out there doing what you're supposed to do, cool. But if you out there with no mask on, talking about all lives matter, and you black, guilty, nigga, I'm out. Peace.